Howdy, howdy, howdy. This here is Tijuana, the all around natural beauty RV. Look at y'all. I'm trying to wait here so I can catch this before. Boom. Okay. Oh, look at I got the commercials. Hey y'all, what's going on? Welcome to All Around Natural Beauty channel, where I'm passionate about helping all victims of all people. Look at y'all already up in here. I'm just excited because as y'all can see, there it is right there. The monetization right there. We got people that's coming in already to welcome. I'm passionate about helping all victims of all ages overcome the fear of facing your your abusers and moving forward, healing and all that stuff. We trying to be survivors over here, and we doing major big things. Y'all just give me so much love. Y'all see what we did, right? Y'all see that button out there? Y'all have got me monetized in less than a month. I got it today. I got the button today, and it's all because of you guys. You know, this happened, like I said, November 26th, and here we are today, December the 20th, and I'm fully loaded. I'm fully loaded here, and thank y'all so much. Courtney Taylor saying justice for Shanquella. Y'all, thank y'all. Come on in here, hit the like button on your way in here, and welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty live stream RN channel here, where we doing big things. We spreading peace, love, and happiness. It's good evening. Everybody's feeling good up in here. Hey, Ree. Welcome, welcome. What's up, Amac? And you know, you look like your avatar too when you do graces with your photo. Max says, good evening, night, everyone. Okay, thank you so much for the rose. I really appreciate it. I'm loving it. Hey, Tanika, what's going on? Looking like your mama. Tell your mama I said hey, too. Hey, just for Shanquella, and good evening. And everybody, I'm super excited. Today, we got some new news. Nancy Grace and said some old stuff. You know, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. All right, and welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Hey, look at here. What's up, Nerd in the hizzy? Says, greeting beauties and beautifuls. And with that, offering our rose. The rose to the chat, yes. You are so energetic. I am. I'm super energetic. Y'all just don't know. Today was a great day. And like I said, y'all, you know, today I got my monetization. Y'all helped me to get the All Around Natural Beauty channel monetized with the quickness. With the quickness. JP6 says, what's going on, people? All the admin right here. That's right. I got my wrenches out there where my wrench is at. In full force. Okay. Wait, JP, you ain't got a wrench. Let me see here. There you go. I have knighted the moderator. Go forth, JP6, and then do good with it. Do good work with it. All right. Narrative says, someone is monetized. Yes. Did you notice that? Yes. I am overwhelmed. I'm so excited. Did y'all see my new banner and all that stuff? It's just the whole inspiration for the community that we're building over here with this love and peace. It's just, you know, it's just moving so wonderfully. Thank you so much for noticing that narrative. And for those of you who don't know, for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm 52 years old and I have over 30 years of nursing experience. And along the way, I've tried different businesses. I've done all kinds of stuff. I'm a divorced mother of 3. I have 2 sons and 1 daughter, all adult children doing well. What's going on, Jen Juice? Hey, beautiful mom, what's going on? My little Jen Juice. And Jackie Barty said, hello, everyone. All right, yeah, we got the OGs showing back up here. Thank you. Reed Stillbloom says, congratulations. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, I appreciate it. What's the topic? Oh, did I not put a our Justice for Shanquella update? Okay, and the update is that Nancy Grace put out she put out some information. Then we have some, you know, some more of our regular people and stuff like that. So the topic is just our regular, you know, update on Shanquella Robinson, where we come together and stand in agreement that we are keeping up the justice for Shanquella topic, JP6. Congratulations to your promotion. Oh, no, is that what you mean, topic? Yeah, the promotion was getting the channel monetized. I was talking about, YouTube. This YouTube channel here got monetized. It's monetized. Today was my coming out day with the monetization button on there. That's what the congratulations is about, JP6. And see, Courtney Taylor said, "Did you get my video?" Okay. No, I did not. I knew I was supposed to be checking my email. I hadn't checked my email yet. So you have a video for the group. Courtney is really good. She's one of my go-to people that gives me all kind of good information. And I apologize, Courtney. I did not check my email before I got on stream today. I was doing all the administrative work for getting all the ads and all that good stuff placed on my channel for congrats on the monetization. Yes, for the monetization. But yes, we definitely will have opportunity to check out your material. And Baby Sis says, hi, chat and RN. Hello. All right. Welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel. Please like and subscribe on your way in here. Awesome. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay, I get the picture back. All right, let me see if I can blow that up. What's up, MAG? Yeah, I like it. And it's funny how, you look like your avatar, yeah, you look like that drink. I like it. Thank you so much. Yeah, you did that. Yes, we did that. Really, we did that, because you guys kept encouraging me and supporting me, whenever I was feeling like, oh, I don't know if I want to keep talking about this or, keep doing this. And y'all kept supporting me and then leading me to these different videos. And then we're hearing from the family. Ooh, look at here. I see it over there. It's coming. Let me scroll on down here and get the first one. My first All Around Natural Beauty RN's first super transit. Congrats. Thanks for all of your hard work. Thank you so much. And I love the color. That looks just like you too, Bougie Barbie. It looks just like a color that was just fitting for you. I love that turquoise. Very nice. Yes. All righty. Yes. Thank you so much, Bougie Barbie. Look at there. It works. It works. Wow. All right. And Juju says, Kylie, the rat has moved out of his house and nowhere to be found. What? And his ratchet mama has moved on too. Yeah, everybody putting all that heat on them. And it's, get hard. Ain't place to hide, no place to hide because they coming on at you. 52 years young. Yes, 52 years young. Correct. Correct. However, the 52 years gives me a whole plethora of experience, right? And that's what it's all about because with age comes wisdom. So it is a blessing to be here with y'all for these 52 years and be part of this Gen X community. We are Gen X people and we are here to help. We are coming in here and it's our time, y'all. It's our time now. Latchkey kids of America, unite! We talking about abuse over here. We talking about speaking up for victims. And no more moments of silence. No more moments of silence. We do moments of speak over here where we speaking out the names of all of this stuff here. All right, Narrative says, like and subscribe here to All Around Natural Beauty. That is us here. And so we do have a really good, we had a good crowd here. We have a good chat that we're building up here. Everybody is working hard and we are able to put all kind of topics up into our chat and we address them as mature adults as a proper Gen Xer would do. And so we've been growing here talking and celebrating the life of Shanquella Robinson and celebrating the fact that we are believing we're going to have victory, knowing we're going to get justice for not only Shanquella, but for everybody who was in front of her and the people to come behind her to where we're going to start to decrease all this stuff about to take it down. All right, so I'll get a few more. It says, hey, Bougie Barbie saying, hey to everyone. Yep, I did jump up there. Jinju said, I called the least hired workplace and spoke to her boss, and apparently the heifer was fired. Well, hey, when people keep calling your job a lot, it's hard to keep a job, right? When boss ain't gonna be happy about all of that stuff. So I'm just ultra excited here, and like I said, we got some new information. Nancy Grace is talking again for the first time since that first video that came out. So we hearing some new news, and unfortunately, it doesn't sound like it's going to be good news. So I did wait to, I want to watch it with you guys so we can all react to it together and stuff. So thank y'all so much for coming out here, and we just wanted, I'm giving the updates and all the good news is that today was the first day that, I was accepted to the YouTube partner program, and we are fully monetized here. And the other good thing is that I want to continue, us, how we're doing this with the acts of faith. I think it's real important to get yourself mentally healed so you could, be able to overcome all of your difficulties and challenges and learn from your abuse. Like I said, can't help the fact that you were a victim. If you've been victimized, that is not your fault. You can't help that somebody victimized you. But what you can do is learn from that and become a survivor. And that way you can help other people. And you also be helping yourself because like I said, everything in life is a lesson, right? And so whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And then that's how you are able to overcome and achieve your goals and all that good stuff. And hence, I'm sitting here today, actually a believer in the principles of mindset and all those good things. So one of the books that I've started off with along my journey, because I started reading this back in, I believe it was 1995 or 96. I want to say 96. And someone verified it last night in the chat for me. It was 96. But this book here, Acts of Faith, Acts of Faith, daily affirmations and meditations for people of color. And the author is Ivana Vanzett. And some of y'all might know her from, Fix My Life and Oprah and all that. But back in the day, she came out, she was an author and a Yoruba priest. And she had, did wonders in the whole self-help industry. And I still, read this and stuff. Now today it's been very, very helpful for me in my life. And I always want to give some things that's helped me in my journey along the way. Y'all active tonight. I so appreciate y'all. So without further ado, this here is December the 20th. And the says, money was exactly like sex. You thought of nothing else if you didn't have it and thought of other things when you did. And that is a quote from James Baldwin. And then Iana says, every day our five senses deliver millions of messages to our brain. We do not remember the messages because they are filtered through the conscious mind into the unconscious mind. They are filtered. They are not gone. They are not gone. And they, the unconscious thoughts, govern our attitudes and behaviors. I need some money. Everybody's broke. Money is tight. Prices are too high. Cut spending. The message we receive stagnate our abundance consciousness. It is very difficult to think and feel prosperity when the appearance of lack and limitation is swallowing us at every turn. Yet, until we change our mind about what we are hearing and thinking, we will continue to be money miserable. Create the picture of what you want in your mind. See your life the way you want it to be. Write the check and envelopes for the bills before payday. When you are in the company of money, miserable people, let them know that lack is not your issue. And the affirmation is, prosperity is a state of mind. Yes, that is good. And the thing that I love about that is that this here, like I said, 19 in the 90s, and it's still prevalent today. Like everything that she said there is still relevant today. It's relevant today from 30 years ago, right? That's how we know that it's nothing new under the sun. And that is the blessing of, being older, is because there is nothing new under the sun. And if once you master and accept that life has these cycles, when things go wrong, you'll know how to get back in the game. You just wait for the window, wait for the cycle to come back around, and then you enter in while you're building yourself up. So I hope that helped someone to acts of faith. Very good foundation to do some type of daily meditation, daily affirmation, right? All right. So let's get our first video. Our first video here from, I want to say we should probably listen to Nancy's stuff first. Let's go ahead and listen to Nancy, and then our girl Tissa had something good too. So we'll do Nancy Grace first. And share the screen here. Okay, so here we go. This here is going to be just vocals. It's a podcast, Nancy Grace. And algorithm, I did purchase the subscription, the membership. So here we go. Yeah, I should be able to play this here. Here we go.
This clip is brought to you by Coca-Cola. The holidays always find a way. It's about enjoying the real magic of the season by surrounding yourself with good friends and family, delicious food, and of course, an ice cold Coke.
This is our very first episode as Locatora Radio for the My Cultura Network. We're beyond thrilled. We're in a legitimate studio space, and we have not seen the inside of one of these in many years.
Coca-Cola, proud partner of the My Cultura Podcast Network. Listen to new episodes of your favorite My Cultura shows, available on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
The story of the college football playoff semifinals. Will the Wolverines find playoff redemption?
Anyway, I'm gonna try to bypass some of this commercial stuff here and just see here. We're gonna read down here. It says Shanquella Robinson, 25, died on October 29th, one day into a girls' trip to Cabo with 6 friends. Police records, Robinson's death certificate, and the stories told by Robinson's friend all give conflicting accounts of her death. The friends initially told Robinson's family she passed from alcohol poisoning in the presence of a doctor who had been on the scene for about 3 hours. But the death certificate said that she died, these words, from severe neck injury. Good heavens, this commercial is still going on. From severe neck injury about 15 minutes after receiving the injury. All right, so these are the facts that we know about this here. Let me see if I can skip on it. Here we go. Okay, come on, Nancy, tell us what's new.
She's beautiful. She's smart. She is finishing up her business degree at school. She has a loving family. So how does this beautiful girl, she's 25, Shanquella, end up dead at a luxury resort in Mexico? Okay, try to put the words in Mexico out of your head, because the crime that's happening right now is not her murder in Mexico. It's happening right here, I believe, in North Carolina, where the perps are hiding out. Wow. That's what's wrong today. We here in the U.S. are doing nothing to get justice in the murder of this 25-year-old beauty. And when I say beauty, I mean beauty on the inside and the out. You know how hard that is to find somebody who's really gorgeous on the outside?
Yes.
And on the inside, they're just as gorgeous. Okay. Why is the mother, Shanquella's mother, why does she have to send her other daughter to be with us today? Because she is so upset she can barely speak.
Wow.
Why are we dropping the ball Why don't we just go up to Lady Justice and rip away her shield and take her sword and put it in the Dixie dumpster? We are not seeking justice for this girl. And it will be a day that hell freezes over that I stop seeking justice for Shanquella Robinson.
All right.
I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. Thank you for being with us here at Fox Nation and Sirius XM 111. You know how many times I have said to a jury, let me go to you, Kathleen Murphy with me, high-profile lawyer, joining me out of North Carolina at ncdomesticlaw.com. How many times have I said to a jury, Kathleen, I'm bringing you all this evidence. What do you want? A video? Well, in this case, we have a video.
We got a video.
Because not only did her girlfriends that she went away to this luxe vacation just down a hop, skip, and a jump down the road from where Jennifer Aniston hangs out in Cabo all the time. Right down from that.
I'm going to trial today and I have a video.
Yeah, this girl is being murdered in her luxury suite bedroom, being beaten dead by one of her friend girls, and another person is videoing it. She is dead, and there's a video, Kathleen.
I cried when I saw that video. I posted on my personal Facebook page. But Nancy, my question is, did these folks plan this crime that occurred in Mexico in the United States?
Yes.
And if so, why are they not arrested right now?
Thank
for
you.
planning
That's
that
my
crime,
question.
even though it occurred in the United States?
Yes.
Okay, as I often say, Kathleen Murphy, I don't know if they taught you with this in law school. I learned it in the courtroom. Screw them and the horse they rode in on. All right. I don't care if they planned it here, planned it in the hall, planned it in the doorway as they walked in her bedroom. She is dead because of a break to her spine. And you see in the video them waking. She doesn't have on any clothes. She sleeps without any clothes on. She's getting out of bed and they start beating her and hitting her in the head. And to you, Dr. Tim Gallagher, medical examiner, state of Georgia at pathcaremed.com, Dr. Gallagher, a medical examiner, has told me, in fact, I think it was you, that those blows to the head you see on the video, they think it's funny. They're videoing killing the girl. That in one of those videos, part of it, you see her head go down like to the right with such force, she never gets up off the floor, sitting on the carpet again. She dies right there.
Y'all
Did you
heard that?
see the beating in the video, Dr. Gallagher?
Yes.
I did, and at that point it looked like her spine was broken or her neck was broken.
All right. Thank y'all.
So it
Now hear
appeared
that?
as though the cervical vertebral column was dislocated from the skull itself.
That's exactly what I've been telling y'all this whole time. She knocked her head off of her body, and the back was broken, and could see there, and we got it backed up. And all my medical people, y'all been backing me up, saying yes, yes, yes. And here go another backing up from a physician here.
That, we call that an internal decapitation, but it was a violent blow.
Yep.
And it was a violent outcome, and it was just absolutely sad and no reason for it. That brought about her instantaneous demise.
Okay, right there. There's another cover up because according to police, she died 3 hours later. That did not happen. If you
Told
look at
y'all.
the actual death certificate, which I have
Lies.
in front of me, she died after just 15 minutes max. I don't know why the cops are saying 3 hours later, but you know what? I need to catch a lot of people up. I want to tell you with me a very special guest today. Shanquella, thank you for being with us. This is Shanquella's sister. What is your sister's nickname? I know you did not call her Shanquella all the time.
I called her Gotti.
Say what?
My nickname to her was Gotti. Godget. Gotti.
I kind of hate that you're hearing everything we're talking about, like cause of death and the internal decapitation, which means when your head is severed from the rest of your spine, but the skin is still.
Remember when I told y'all that, if you look at it, you can see that if it wasn't for her head being inside of the skin, it would have fallen to the floor. She knocked her head off her body. The only thing that held it intact was that it was still inside of the skin, but the head was knocked off. And that's exactly what Nancy is describing here. So y'all can see I wasn't just talking out, totally out. I can see it. Right. Here we go. Finish it up, Nancy.
Oh,
back me up.
In place. So inside in your spine, you've been decapitated, but your head is still sitting on your body. Everybody, I want you to hear our friends at ABC listen.
That Friday evening, she seemed very excited about the trip, you know. And she said she was getting ready to eat some tacos. They had a chef there. And I said, okay, love you. I will talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy yourself. And I never spoke with my child again.
Not even 24 hours after her daughter landed in paradise, Salamondra says she got a worrying call from one of the friends who told her Shanquella wasn't feeling well.
And I said, well, what's wrong with her? And he said, alcohol poisoning. I didn't know what alcohol poisoning was, you know. But he said, the doctor is on the way. And I said, well, how you know alcohol poisoning if the doctor haven't arrived yet?
You're hearing right there who I now consider to be a friend. This is Shanquella's mom speaking to us. That's Salamondra Robinson talking. You know, Dr. Tim Gallagher with me, high-profile medical examiner out of Florida. You can find him at pathcaremed.com. And aside all of his education, catch this, he created the International Forensic Medicine Death Investigation Conference.
What's
He
that?
lives and breathes cause of death.
Okay.
So I guess you can see the vast dichotomy between what the medical examiner says. She died 15 minutes after, essentially, as you described, an internal decapitation, and all the friends telling the mom on the phone it was alcohol poisoning, as if it was Shanquella's fault that she is dead.
Yeah.
That shows she drank too much, she's dead. Did they really think we were going to believe that?
Well, Nancy, I mean, I guess in desperation, they would try any excuses better than none. But I don't really understand how they thought they would get away with it and without an autopsy being performed. This is definitely magical thinking on their part. And she exhibited no signs of alcohol intoxication during the video.
None at all.
Right.
That's a really good point.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Tim Gallagher. Hey, guys, I don't know if our station could play the video while we're talking, but there were several times in the video I had to just stop watching it. Because the video is so violent. So I want to find out, to you, Quilla Long, this is Shanquella's sister, who are these women in the video? There's a guy there too, right? Supposedly her best friend, her friend boy. I mean, a guy is not a boyfriend, but it's her friend.
That we don't know the females. We just know him personally. The other set of people are actually people who she went to college with.
Okay, guys, I went to college with. All right. Joe Bruno is about to join me from WSOC TV, and he is joining me, I hope, with some kind of an update on why these friends have not landed their rear ends behind bars.
All right, so that means that, remember a couple weeks ago, y'all, when we thought that so-called Dejanay was supposed to be detained? Hey, look at here. Nerda, thank you so much for her $10 super chat here. It says, thank you for building this community. Justice for Shanquella. Yes, thank you so much. So, y'all, that means that did they lie to us? And I thought somebody had gave us the arrest number or something like that we had proof that Dejanay was detained. And now Nancy is saying that she's not, that nobody's, there's no arrest. So we've been lied to, y'all. We have been lied to. There's no arrest. We've been lied to. All right, let's get back over here and see what Nancy's talking about. It sounds like, we've been lied to, y'all. We've been told a story again.
Take a listen to our friends at ABC.
Salamondra again says she confronted one of the friends who lived nearby.
They say Shanquella didn't die from no alcohol poisoning. They say she had been beating her neck. He broke out in a sweat, and he came out of his shirt. He was sweating so bad, it's like he was eating him up.
But soon, another punch in the gut. Graphic cell phone footage leaked online
Yeah.
appearing to show Shanquella naked, physically assaulted by another woman, while others appeared to watch on, even encourage it.
Look, can you at least fight back?
All six of them had an opportunity to stop that situation. Neither one of them didn't do nothing about it. Who give them the right to take a life?
You're hearing the mom and dad speaking to our friends at ABC.
I think that's going to be a commercial there. So let's see here. Go back over there. Yeah, I think there's a commercial on this here. We'll pause. This is very interesting, right? Seems like, at one point we were feeling like we was just all about just comforting one another. We're getting our justice. We was talking about who's going to be next. The next one's coming in. But according to Nancy, nobody's been detained. Everybody is, on with life as, getting along. We saw, recently, who was that? Nazir that was bringing food to some girl, and he's out and about. Everybody just doing their thing. Nobody is really doing anything. Reed Stillborn said, well, they need to charge them with something. Yeah, but what? It's like, remember how we discovered that, I'll even play that video a little bit later. Mexico is number 5 in the world with femicide rate. Number 5, right? We know that. And we know that Mexico is not prosecuting or holding any of the men in their country accountable, responsible for unaliving the women in their country with the femicide. They're going unpunished, untalked to, unspoken to, untouched, right? We know that Mexico also is a poor country, and it's very corrupt. So do we really believe that Mexico is going to give us some justice? Do we really believe that Mexico is going to use their limited amount of resources to prosecute, to hunt down, to extradite some Black people, some Black Americans, for unaliving a Black American woman too at that, right? So that's why I'm saying I feel like our best hope, our best case scenario is that we can get them for something here, like, what Nancy is saying. Like, I think, they thought the crimes up here that we need to be able to, somebody needs to be held responsible. Somebody needs to be held accountable and needs to be done here. I don't think we need to trust that Mexico is going to give some justice for us, because I don't think it's in their wheelhouse to do that. And JP6 says, I'm glad this ain't my daughter. Yeah. But, the sad thing is that could have been either one of our daughters. I have a daughter. She's 24 years old. And, she's a sweet girl. She's a sweet young lady. And she's a little petite something. And I still see her as my baby, right? And I would hate for her to, anyway. Tanika says, I can't believe they're still not in prison. Yes. I totally agree, and it's more and more time is going by, and that's why it's important that we continue to talk about this, because in the past, most of the time we get excited about it. Everybody picking up signs and justice for such and such, justice for, and then time goes by and people, just don't say it anymore. And then before you know it, the person is a cold case, and it's just like just a cold case. You're just another number and another person that didn't get justice. So it's very important that we here alive in this day and time where we have things like this, the cameras and everybody putting up, streaming things, and we get access to watch these videos and stuff, where we could now, hold some people accountable. So hopefully we're going to be able to get some justice. And Baby Sis says, if you have alcohol poison, I doubt you're standing up by yourself. Exactly. Other point right there. Yeah. All lies. JP6 says, I'm not Anita Baker, but I will give them the best that I got. You're gonna be giving them the best that you got. I heard that. And see, Bougie Barbie says, probably thought because they all had been drinking the night before, maybe she would still show alcohol in her system, or they just didn't think. Yeah, they just didn't think. And then two, remember, my thinking is that the reason why they were showing them, drinking and all that stuff, because they had already planned to unalive her, and they were going to use this alcohol poisoning as an excuse. Like, that story was already thought of. They didn't just get out there and think of that story. I think the story, the excuse, the alibi was already put together before, the plan went into effect. All right. Jen Juice says, let's just say if she, let me read Jen Juice on the side here. Because of, anyway, they had shut my stream down, but it wasn't because of anybody's comments, y'all. It was because of the video that I was playing. I know a few of y'all was over in that stream when I got shut down, but it wasn't because of the comments. People thought maybe they were writing some wrong comments or something like that, but that wasn't it. But still, Jen Juice got a rep over here, so I need to read on the side here. All right, here we go. Jen Juice says, let's just say if she was my daughter or sis or any relation, those 6 rats would never be found and would be ground meat. I sell everything. Oh, here we go. Okay. Thank you, Jen Juice. I appreciate your passion. Let's go back over here.
A story that attempts to separate fact from fiction and one man's true crime obsession from a motive for murder.
He says, don't put me, Officer Edgerton.
Okay, so this isn't going to work. I'm going to just skip to one of our other videos, all right? And we'll get some of Nancy's stuff from there. All right, so our next video is going to be from our girl Tissa Tell. She has contributed a lot of good commentary for our chat over here, and I like how she does her thing here. Let's see. Tanika said, exactly, baby sis. What y'all over here chatting about? Let's see. Everybody living their best life, probably bragging about what they did. Yeah. Yep. And we saw that too when Nazir get back. He automatically getting up on social media, telling his story and stuff, trying to separate himself. But still, for whatever reason, people can't get away from, being on TV, being on social media, being on camera. So, sad thing. People be pretty much convicting themselves in this whole thing. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Beautiful Tissa about to tell us a thing or two. All right, come on, Tessa.
Left, right, and center. We're going to get into her family.
All right, this is the dark, twisted connection between Knight, Elise, sister passed, and Shanquella. All right. Yes, remember there was a talk about a lot of them had lost family members. I think it was like 4 people that passed away. So apparently this lady lost her sister and then got on the plane to go over to Mexico for this vacation. And that had led some of us to believe that they were some type of ritual or some type of something happening that was kind of suspicious, that people would have some grief or some family emergencies and still feel the need to go vacay and play the drinking game, right?
Her family's powerful connections, why they are not opening their mouths to help or even call for justice for Shanquella. Spoiler alert, it might be because Alyssa is more involved than anybody first thought. And third of all, let's get into the weirdest thing that actually hit me. The fact that Alyssa went on that vacation. The fact that Nasir also had deceased family members that died that same week as Alyssa's sister. Because when you get to the details, it really paints the mind of what the heck is wrong with y'all. Seriously, what is wrong with you people? Think about it, okay? On the morning of October 28th, we know that Alyssa's sister lost her life. It was assumed that it was her sister who was a cop, but it wasn't. It was a distant sister that lost her life. Alyssa and the family were at the hospital. At 1 a.m. it happened. Alyssa's sister was brought to the hospital. The family was notified.
What?
It looks like from reports, Alyssa went straight from the hospital to the airport. Mind you, the sister died then and went to the airport and then sat there drinking tequilas and tacos and nachos while you're dealing with your sister's death. We also know, you know what? Let's slow this down. We also know the funeral service. The wake was held November 10th. The funeral service was held November 11th. These people sat up there unironically mourning the passing of someone that brought them so much light. And after still as a minute, you know what, we'll get into it. First, let's get into, first of all, the odd circumstances of Alyssa's sister's death. And then we're going to get into the other questions that were raised. Let's go. Okay, first of all, let's get into the details. Jamestown man charged with murder of the shooting deletion of ex-girlfriend. This is in High Point, North Carolina.
Wow.
Okay. Now this was updated. This story was published and updated on 12:05 p.m. August the 28th. But let me get into the details because this is going to blow your mind. Police have charged a Jamestown man in the shooting death of his ex-girlfriend. Demetrius R. Hill, 31, is charged with first-degree murder and a possession of a firearm by a felon. Woo! Hill is accused of deleting 31-year-old Anita Hyatt of Jamestown. Officers called to the Super 8. If you guys don't know, Super 8 is a chain of, what do you call it? It's a motel chain. And listen, baby, if anybody ever invites you over to a Super 8, but if anybody says, let's spend the night at the Super 8, you better call the police because nothing nice happens in a Super 8. I'm just saying.
You right.
But anyway, they were called to a Super 8 motel by Wyndham on Regency Drive about 1 a.m., right? And found her shot. Now get this. She was alive when the police found her. Family was notified. How do we know family was notified? Her sister's a cop. Her mom is a prominent minister. And her stepfather is also, he used to play for a football team. He is very good friends. Well, he's good friends, or at least friends with the governor. And he is very, very connected.
And wait a minute, remember last night, y'all, when we was watching Hell of a Chick and the governor took 49 days to say anything. Maybe that's why he didn't say nothing, because he connected, with Elise and her family, right? Remember last night, y'all, we learned that the governor, and said a little brief statement, right? And now we're finding out that he's connected with the enemy.
In any case, when you are brought to the hospital, your next of kin is notified. Also, she was alive when she was bought.
1 in 3 men who lack this prostate nutrient risked.
Oops. Sorry, y'all. All right, so here we let that little commercial play there for her. Interesting. Y'all remember that though? Last night we were watching a Hell of a Chick video, and the governor for that state hadn't made a statement for 49 days to even acknowledge the fact that one of his residents was in a high profile, highly publicized, that the whole world was standing in justice for Shanquella, and he said nothing. Nothing. Wow. JP6 says, baby sis, have you heard of USP Aurora? Let's see. Hey, Narada. All right, here we go. Cheers. All right. And see, my screen is fine. Oh, did I get kicked out again? All right. I'm going to fall back with my comments. I don't want your channel terminated because of me. Sorry, I just hate those 6 rats. I feel you, Gin Juice. All right. Thank you. We just don't want to say nothing like we encouraging violence or or giving out people's information. Remember that term y'all had taught me about doxing? None of that stuff. So we don't do that kind of stuff over here. All right, so let's see here. We're about ready. Come on back and see what Tessa is talking about. They need to be up under the jail. You right, Tanika? Throw those fools underneath the jail. Is that okay? Send them to Alabama prison. It's worse than Mexico. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see what Tessa talking about. Tessa. Oh.
Hospital. She later passed away at the hospital. Now listen to this. She was taken there by her. So her ex-boyfriend was the one that pulled the trigger. He was held without bail in Guilford County Jail. Now, officers were called about 1 a.m. to 440 Regency Drive. That's a Super 8. Listen to these details. And found Anita Hyatt suffering from a bang wound. She later died in the hospital. The suspect is in custody. We know that. Now, there's a couple other things that we need to also know about this, because this is the crazy part. One question everybody had that I think we'd all have is, if this was your ex-boyfriend, what were you doing at a motel with him? Now, some people said, okay, they were having a sneaky link, but the police themselves said that there was no information, including why the two were at the motel together. There was no information. He was charged with first-degree murder, possession of a firearm by a felon. He also has a history, including assault with a deadly weapon with intent to delete, inflicting serious injury, conspiracy, and assault of a police officer, according to the North Carolina Department of Public Safety. He was also convicted in Randall County of robbery with a dangerous weapon. Listen, he just got released from jail 2 years ago. You guys, let's actually put this into perspective, okay? This man is a very dangerous man by anybody's account. Alyssa comes from a very powerful family in that area. You're friends with the governor. Your mom is a minister. You guys are obviously pretty well off. You're at least middle class, right?
True.
And your sister is a police officer, okay? A lot of connections going on. The fact that your sister, and I'm sorry, Anita, I believe it is, the fact that Anita, this is Alyssa's sister, was with this man in a motel and no information is given. The fact that the family exerted the full pressure of the law to make sure this man stays underneath the jail.
Yeah.
And let's also look at the little details that paint a picture of Alyssa is, do you have feelings? Now, I know everybody grieves differently, okay?
Right.
But can we all agree it's a little bit odd that your sister is rushed to the hospital at 1 a.m. This is October 28th. Your sister is rushed to the hospital at 1 a.m. The family's notified. The family rushes there, okay? The family rushes there. Your sister passes away in the hospital. You then board a plane to Cabo, Mexico, to have margaritas, nachos, salsa, queso, fundido, whatever
fondue.
Can we talk about how odd and how strange? And how, even though you cannot second guess someone's thought, why would you even be in the situation to want to be around
You can't even
strangers?
think that.
We saw the video where they were doing drunken push-ups and playing party games. We saw her happy, and it looked like she was happy, and it looked like she was part.
But y'all, think back on it. Did it really look like they were having party fun, or did it sound like bad acting? All right? You know, it sounded like they were trying to act like they were having this big fun game. All right, look here, this is how we do it here. Woo-hoo, drink. It sounded staged, like they were trying to pump it up to like, woo-woo, make it this thing. But the energy, even watching the videos, could feel the vibes that wasn't easy there. Like you can feel the vibes that, you know, something was a brewing. So yeah, it didn't seem like it was all this fun. It was like they were saying, okay, now we need to let everybody know why she was alcohol poisoned. So let's show how we was drinking. We was playing the drinking game. You know, she kept getting the bad card, and you know, she had way too much to drink. And you know, they told us not to play the game, but you know how it is. We was playing the game, and that's how it went down.
Party, okay? So this all happened on the night of the 28th when the private chef was there and they were having a birthday dinner for Desjardins. Now, let's look at, okay, what happened the next day, October 29th. The morning of October 29th, okay, somewhere between the morning and the early afternoon of October 29th, Shanquella Robinson was brutally assaulted and ended up losing her life at the hands of Desjardins. At the hands of Desjardins. However, that's 24 hours from when you stood in front of your sister in the hospital and watched her slip away and go to glory. And you're partying, and less than 24 hours, something happens. Again, Nasir Wiggins, 4 people in his family, 4 people in his family had lost their lives that same week. Nasir got on a plane, went to Cabo, and partied like it's 1999. Now, I do want to say this, right? I believe with Nasir, it was an aunt, uncle, and nieces and nephews. Well, yeah, 4 people. I don't know if it's an uncle, but it was an aunt, nieces, and nephews, and whatnot that lost their lives. We still are trying to figure out how. It does not seem like it was natural, and it does not seem like it was a car accident. We're trying to actually get details. But the point is, in all fairness, you got on the plane. You don't know how close the extended family was, if he was tight with his aunt, uncle, nieces, and nephews. So
throw away your old pillow.
Yeah. Wow. So that, you know, is interesting. It makes, you know, think a lot more about some more different conspiracies. Baby Sis says, I need clarification on when Alyssa's sister was shot. The local news said it was around 1 a.m. on the 29th and that Alyssa was already in Mexico when it happened. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know. You know, this is my first to hear it. I know that they said that some of them had lost family members, you know, too. Hey, Jacqueline Young says Gin Juice right now, right? New Orleans, Louisiana. Okay. Let's see. MX said nothing good happens at Motel 8, Motel 6, Red Roof, or Best Western. I know. Back in the day, what was it called? I don't remember, but it was over on Figueroa. The Fox, something, the Snooty Fox. The Snooty Fox. What else was over there? That's when you to get the for the hour. Snooty Fox, something else over Figueroa. Y'all remember that? We called it Figueroa back in the day. Help me out, Sneak. I know you know. All right, that's true there. See, this is going to get darker. I know, and I'm a little, you know, concerned about how dark it's going to get. I don't know if we're ready for it, but, you know, we're here, we're working through this together. Young vigilante justice is the best. Death wish style. All right, who's that? Charles Brunson. All right, leaving your sister's deathbed to go on a trip is soulless. Yeah, that is exactly, Mac. That's what the hell was she thinking? Who does that? Exactly. Hey, what's up, Lakeisha? I thought the sis was a cop. Yeah, that's what she just said. She was a cop. So obviously these people is pretty connected, you know, with the governor and all that stuff. And then we learned yesterday that the governor wasn't saying nothing. Now we find out he was friends with one of the Cabo 6. You know, maybe that's why he wasn't saying nothing. Jinju says, anybody got any remedies for constipation? Those 6 rats got my stomach constipated, child. Yeah, won't you prunes? Get you some prunes and prune juice. Warm prune juice too is amazing. Warm that prune juice up, you know, drink it like some coffee. That'll get you going. That will get you going. All right, so let's go on and get back here to our video, get finished up here, which we are. Man, we ain't coming in for no landing. We just getting started. We just getting warmed up here.
She give Nasir a pass. But for Alyssa, if what's being reported is true, you got on a plane, you stood over your sister as she died in the hospital, and then found a way to get on a plane and go party like nothing happened. And we're watching you play a drunk push-up shot game, doing push-ups and laughing and joking like nothing happened. And then less than 24 hours later, this young woman is brutally assaulted in the nude for what looks like no apparent reason.
Yeah.
Brutally assaulted to the point of it becomes a homicide. And you were there, and there is not one mention, not one thing. You stay until the 31st when you are tired, and you come home. Your mom's a minister. She's prominent in the area. Isn't the first thing ministers do reach out and be like, how are you doing?
Exactly.
Let's hold hands. Come and say a few words, especially when you're connected to it.
Take up a collection.
Send some flowers. Show you have some manners.
Yeah.
No, that didn't happen in this case, did it?
Wow.
Alyssa got out of here, and she acted like nothing happened, and her prominent family acts like nothing happened. What's more, an additional thing that, again, we don't know what Alyssa's role is. A lot of people like to say she's the one that snitched. Don't seem like it. Because if she was the one that snitched, I would imagine, one, her mom will be calling for justice for Shanquella. You know that rally?
Yeah.
The North Carolina area.
Exactly. Where was they?
Set up where prominent community leaders came out and demanded justice. Where was her mommy?
Yeah.
Have we heard anything in the pulpit? Have we heard anything in the pulpit since?
Wow. Good one.
Shanquella passed away.
Yeah.
The whole world is calling for justice for her.
Thank you.
Nancy Grace is calling for justice. Dateline is calling for justice.
Yeah.
CNN is calling for
we calling for justice.
Right? ABC is calling for justice. All of Twitter's calling for justice.
Yeah.
All of YouTube's calling for justice. Local papers and news stations are calling for justice. But then I think it is Shalom Baptist Church. We'll get the exact name. Quiet. Not one mention. Not one prayer.
Wow.
This is someone your daughter saw it happen. Not one mention. Not one prayer.
Wow.
Not one collection plate passed around.
Good
not
one.
donation to the family. Not one single family. You didn't even send a carnation, let alone a baby.
Wow.
Right? Not one edible arrangement sent to the family. It's curtains. Nobody in the family comes forward and they're asking. You have to ask yourself, why are they not asking for justice for Shanquella? And they have platform.
Most of us over 40 or something.
True. Yeah, why aren't they? That's a good question. You know, I was, distracted with that, not really thinking, that they didn't do anything to try to get, see, Pepto-Bismol, that, it's usually for diarrhea. Maalox, it's a, that's a laxative, but a Pepto-Bismol, it's usually for diarrhea. And, do they even still make Pepto-Bismol? We never gave Pepto-Bismol in the hospital. But constipation, no, you just need to drink more fluids, drink more water, and get some fiber in your life. And like I said, prune juice is excellent. Get some prune juice. Metamucil too. Metamucil is awesome. It's fiber. Yep. Oh yeah, you get this here mag citrate, you'll be, that's a blowout. You'll be going real good. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting there. See, move on about no more talks about movements here. See, Baby Sis says, then local news got it wrong. They said 1 a.m. on the 29th. I'm begging to think that while these folks have reputable jobs, they're also closely connected to the streets. Yeah. I think so too. Yeah. It just makes me believe that that's why the mayor, I'm not the mayor, but the governor was saying nothing because he's connected with the family, of this Elise person. See, JP6 says, Mac, they don't sound bad. Let's see. What Sneaker said, the balls to take someone to Mexico and unalive them. Yeah. Let's see. At JP6, they don't sound bad. The second Quilla said she didn't want to fight. Everyone in that room should have broke it up. Yeah. Yeah. By the time I saw all the videos after the attack, I was fully enraged and nothing else mattered but locking them all up. Yeah, that was a rough video to watch. It's hard. And Jacqueline Young says, and why was the other lady sitting at the other end of the table? Bad vibes. Yeah, exactly. I felt the same way. Like when they were showing the little videos and stuff, it didn't look like people were having fun. It looked like, Shanquella wasn't aware of the evil plot, but you can feel the tension of the conspiracy of, them against her. You can see it, like, she was there, but not with them. Oh, hey, look, I ain't seen James in a while. Let me go ahead and pump him up here. Come to Jesus now. Hey, James, where you been? I haven't seen you in a little minute there. Thank you. Let's see. Streets, PPP loans, exotic trips, definitely more to the story. Yeah, let's see. Bougie Barb said, this girl is laying out the facts. Yes, she is. She does a great job. We love watching her videos. Hey, Tavia, the gender issue is going to come up in this case. I'm betting on it. Yeah, it keeps coming by. Every other live stream we do, somebody brings it up. It's pretty much like every live stream. I think somebody brought it up last night too. Ernie Williams says, there is something very, very dark about this whole case. This young lady did an excellent job with her investigation. Yes, I love what she does. I love reacting to them. M. Max says, I wouldn't go to a trip party after a blood relative passed. Yes, you either reschedule or eat the ticket. Yeah, exactly. Especially like a sibling, not the snooty fox. Okay, you've heard. Yes. All right. I was saying that your theory makes sense. Exactly. A female cop being killed by an ex-felon. I know. The whole thing sounds suspect. I totally agree with you. That was your best choices there. All right. New name. Hey, Dangerous. What's going on? October 28th, High Point. A woman from Jamestown was shot and killed at a North High Point Hotel early Friday. All right. So that answers your question there, huh? And her ex-boyfriend has been arrested. Police said Anita Hyatt, 31, was shot about 1 a.m. Thank you, Dangerous. I appreciate that. So you got your answer there. That's what I'm saying. We just put the question out there and somebody give us the answer. I love that. That's very nice. All right. Ooh, yeah. Here we go. Let's go on back here. Our commercial should be up. Oops. Back to the place here.
So they don't even know how to interview work. They're just like, sweetie, come show me how I make the computer go. And you're like, Grandma, you gotta press enter.
Yeah. Don't be talking about us old people.
Bro, there's no one. Not one person with a huge platform. Her father, who is very good friends with the governor, played on college division football, Wolfpack. Prominent in the area. This is her stepfather. Prominent in that area. Is there anything? There's nothing. But there's an extra layer to this too. This family is prominent. This family has means. This family has money, right? This family had Alyssa's funeral. I believe it was
Alyssa's funeral.
Had Alyssa's funeral on.
She must be talking about Alyssa's sister's funeral.
I'm sorry, not Alyssa. I keep saying Alyssa. Anita.
Okay.
Had Anita's funeral.
I should be patient.
November 10th. Well after Shanquella's funeral. Well after anybody knew. How about this? And this is on some real stuff.
Wow.
A lot of people are saying, oh my God, well, they knew and they couldn't do it. And why would they reach out? Because The girl's funeral was the 10th. You just lost your baby. If anybody ever has been visited by the angel of death, the spirit of death, whatever you believe, you know for a fact that when you deal with that pain, when you see others dealing with that pain, it's like you're bonded. You know what they're going through, and you want to try to find a way to ease their pain, or at least acknowledge their pain. Again, you know what it's like. So the fact that the first day that they were back, right? The minister, the powerful stepfather, and the cop sister didn't say one word, one prayer, send one carnation, let alone a daisy or a daffodil over to that house. Let's not forget, according to the family, that video came out way after they got back. 4 or 5 days passed before they even knew about the video.
Wow.
And how many days passed before they even knew about the autopsy? I believe the autopsy came back, what was it, like a week or two after she was declared dead.
Wow.
So at this point, everybody still thinks it's alcohol poisoning. Yeah, there's that fight video, and the family's just like, yo, y'all was fighting up there, but no one's still putting 2 and 2 together because they don't know that 2 actually exists. They thought it was 1 and 1 equals 2. Sounded a little fishy, but you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was more than enough time for Alyssa.
Are you a healthcare worker?
Yes, I am. Wow. You know, and I never thought about that. Like, you know, all this stuff she's saying is true, and it's like, yeah, that's true. Right? Why not? I never thought about that. But to me, it just shows guilt, like guilty people, you know. Because Tessa is so animated, yes, and so pretty too. I love watching her. So beautiful, beautiful spirit too. The plot thickens, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Each day, y'all, is just getting thicker and thicker. This is the part that's starting to sound dark again, you know, where, you know, was this something, you know, some type of deep something? See, Bougie Barbie says at Gin Juice, woo, prune juice. Let me know how that works out for you, sis. Yeah, if you warm it up too, you know, you'll get some relief pretty quick. I used to give it to my patients. You know, a lot of times the pain medicine causes constipation, so you know you have to, you know, the warm prune juice used to work a lot. Otherwise, we got other ways to help you go. Other ways. All right, so Jinju says at Bougie Barbie, thanks, will do. All right, okay, yeah. So see there, more people telling you about that prune juice. It's the way to go. Let's see here. JP6 says, I would have been in my house in mourning. Yes, most people would have been. So my thing is, yeah, so what does that mean? All right, so everybody's feeling that. That's so good. I love when we get the good videos that we all enjoy. A baby sis says, I wouldn't dare walk into that woman's church. Yeah, nobody wants to do that. Yes, it is demonic. Everyone calling for justice except the Cabo 6 family. Yeah, and that's the sad part there too, you know, that they would support the families that did that. They would support their people that did that. Reed Steelbloom says they had Elise pegged as maybe the savior, the one who broke up the fight. Geraldo Zuinga says 2 of them did give statements. Oh, yeah, could have been, huh? The 2 that was able to distance themselves, like Nazir, who was like, I wasn't there. And then, you know, she's like, I told, you know, or I shared the video. Right? Tossing roses to the chat. Hey, Ty Libra, what's going on? Thank you so much for those roses. Feeling good. All right, thanks so much. And say, everybody saying, hey, Ty Libra, how you been? I ain't seen you in a little minute there. Roses right back at you too. Yep. All right, so let's see here. She would be telling what she knows. Yeah. It was my kid. I'd make sure they tell too. All right, so let's see here. Commercial should be about over. Let's go ahead and finish up with Tissa here.
Khalil, Dejanay, Winter's family to acknowledge. Dejanay and Winter sat in front of the family's face and didn't say anything. We all know why. They didn't send flowers. They didn't do anything. Neither did their families. You guys, at this point, we don't know if Alyssa Hyatt is what she is guilty of, or even.
And two, if the families didn't know something about it, then why wouldn't they have just give something? Like, if it was just a regular something, your friend passed away. If I didn't feel that you had something to hide, why would I not offer condolences, right? That's like a normal something. That's not, out of the ordinary.
If she is guilty.
Yeah.
But when you look at what we know so far, something is not adding up.
Yeah.
It is not adding up greatly. And again, it looks like Alyssa and her family, with all their money, all their power, all their ties, are doing zero to get justice for Shanquella. And why is that? Because maybe they know something we don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe this Alyssa that everybody's been trying to get it to pass, right? Some people say that's her holding the phone taping it. Some say it's not. But is this the way innocent people believe? And I know you can say, well, she said innocent people can act however they want. That's true. But there's something very off in the way Alyssa is handling it. And there's something very off in the way that her minister mom is handling it. According to the people in the church, her mom has not said one word about Shanquella.
Wow.
And Shanquella has been eating up all of North Carolina.
Yeah.
And has not said one word in her service, in her thing, not even one prayer. And this is before the autopsy came out.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Yeah.
Do you think she kept it a secret from her mom? Or do you think she ran back and cried to her mom? Her mom knew what was going on, and she chose to stay quiet because whatever
protect her baby
told her, it's something where she knows that she already lost one daughter, and she's not going to lose another.
Good
and
point.
It don't matter because that's when somebody's faith is truly practiced. It's easy to stand up on the pulpit and be like, yes, 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 Lord, Lord, Lord. But when you are tested in your own life, when it takes strength in your own life to demand justice, to demand that the will of the Lord is done, and that demand that the Lord's will, that fairness and equity, that truth will prevail. Right? It's easy to do it when it doesn't affect you. But all of a sudden, when you're looking at maybe losing another daughter to a Mexican prison, all of a sudden you don't know. And we need to ask questions about the people that are still frequenting that church. Are they not asking questions? Or when it comes to their minister, is there a pass?
Yep. And that we see that a lot, y'all. Like when we see these ministers and preachers that's been accused of, sleeping with the congregation, with children and all these different type of things, yet they still have a full packed sanctuary. They church is still packed. They still getting donations and tithes and offerings, and mothers are still sending their children, to Sunday school up there, even after they've known that other little boys and little girls, or mostly little boys, have been getting touched up. And this person is still allowed to be in the pulpit and the church know about it. So yeah, I would say that they are guilty and have a reputation of covering stuff up for the pastor. It's okay if the pastor do it. I see here. Jacqueline Young says, Nazir had 4 family members died in a month's time per his mom. So that's why he's carrying a gun and have bodyguards in the house. And he probably carrying a gun with the bodyguards because he know people looking for him for this here Shanquella thing. But he's just trying to let people know, don't come step into him unless you want this heat. Nazir can't hide from God. Exactly. Nobody can. Dangerous says, not the governor, it's the lieutenant governor they are connected to. Oh, okay. Thank you so much for clarifying that, Dangerous. Awesome. All right. Thank y'all. Jinju says, I think Shanquella was the last body for their ritual. Total of 6 deaths. Nazir 4, at least 1. Interesting. Hello, Randall Robertson. Dejanay attacked her on her own accord. They had something planned, but was called off. Dejanay woke them up early and told them to get their phones. Wow. Randall Robinson. Okay. That's some new information. Let's see. Bougie Barbie says, what was that Nancy said about she thinks they're in North Carolina? When tonight, let's see here. Mary Anderson says, hello, have you checked Dr. Blue's channel? It allegedly saying that Mrs. Robinson is Shanquella's grandmother and her sister is her mother. And Mrs. Robinson is, I kind of heard something like that too. And, I wouldn't be surprised because the sister did say that she was 19 years older than Shanquella. And, it's not uncommon that when there was like a young mother, teenage mom, something like that, that the mother, took over the, the responsibility of taking care of the child. And the child grew up thinking that their mother was really their sister and their grandma was the mother. Yeah. I don't know, but you said Dr. Blue. Write that down. All right. And then I know Courtney gave me something too. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate that lead there here. No tip. See, Bougie Barbie said, did Nancy say what that is where she thinks they're hiding out? I didn't hear that. And our next video, I think, is the breakdown of Nancy. So we'll get a little bit more clarification on that. Baby Sis says, I can't remember a case so horrific that aggravated me as much as this one does. I think because I know what happened, we saw who did it, but we are forced to wait on justice while these crooks go free. Yeah, that's the part that is very disheartening because, we saw it, it's like so obvious. And again, I was telling y'all how, I was there during the Rodney King thing. And this happened back in 92 where there was a riot that kind of jumped off because, we didn't feel like we got justice. And it was due to the same kind of situation where a beating was captured on video. It was the first time something like that had been captured on video. And then they broadcast the trial and they set these people free. And the community erupted with, anger, rage, outrage, and all that good stuff. And then y'all know the rest. But yes. And then this case comes about. We see the video. Everybody knows what happened. We saw the blow that, caused her demise. We know who's responsible. We know how it happened. We know what happened. We saw it. And the people are still walking around like nothing happened. So, yeah, it's very aggravating. Yes, you're so right. Yeah. Yeah, people are agreeing with you on that. Yes, they are in agreement. Justice may move slow, but it will grind you to a pulp. Yeah. And it is moving slow, but I feel like we're going to be very, happy with what's going on, right? Because they're probably, just letting them think that they're getting away while they're, accumulating all the evidence to make this an airtight case. So, can get back to get this thing wrapped up with no problems. All right.
As the Lord, are you going to let the Lord's work be done by staying quiet? Again, a lot of questions. The one thing we can agree is it looks like these people have no moral hygiene. It looks like it was all smoke and mirrors. Yeah. Because when they were tested, what did they do? They stayed quiet and they protected their own. Y'all, I'm diving into this, right? I want to give a shout out to I'll do that in
Oops. That's quick. These commercials coming in real fast. Yeah. So I'm excited how things is moving along and stuff like that. At least now with internet, we're able to get the information right away. And, most people are reporting on it and we sharing it. And it's really helping us out here. All right. Oh, what did it say? Ernie Williams says this young lady was revealed how the Cabo 6 is being helped. Oh, the Dr. Blue? Who told me about Dr. Blue? Okay. Baby Assist 6 says that just Cold. None of the other parents not offering a word of condolence. That says guilt to me. I totally agree with you on that. It's exactly what it says. Anybody that helps these devils are evil as hell. I agree. Okay, Mary Ender says, not Shanquella's father. Not Shanquella's father. Could it be the basketball player is really her father and her sister is... No, I think they were talking about the... wait a minute, what? Not Shanquella's father. Could it be that basketball player is really her father and her sister is really her mother? Check that video. Okay, you're the one who told me about Dr. Blue. Okay, we'll give it a peek and see. All right. Jacqueline Young says, I think all of them beat it and stumped her, the guy and the girls. And that big wildebeest finished the job with that wrestling move. Yeah, that could happen, because they were talking about, that there's this possible, these other videos, right? And I was saying that if there are 2 other videos, that the one that we've seen has to be the last one, because we saw her administer the fatal blow. And we saw that she didn't move after that. And so if they did any of this beating and stumping, it was done before what we saw. But yeah, I don't know. I tend to kind of not believe that there is a second and third video, only because it happened so fast. And from what we saw, it looked like that was the start of it, where they started off at. Yes, good comment, though. Good comment. All right. Let's see. Jinju says, seriously weird as F. Who dips after a family member is unalive? Only demons like that. I agree with you. Yep. Okay, so we are back. We'll get this here finished up.
Diving into this, we're doing a deep dive. I'm doing my best to find out who are Nasir's family members that actually passed away, because something is not adding up. And while what happened to Shanquella is beyond, it seems like maybe there are little links tying it to something in the U.S. Because what they say, if we can get some strong links tying it to the U.S., even though there's only one arrest warrant for Desjardins, and once she steps foot right on Mexican soil, that arrest warrant will turn into her being in custody. But for her to be arrested, she needs to be deported, extradited back to Mexico to step foot in that ground. The arrest cannot happen on U.S. soil, right? My whole point is, if, and the Cabo 6 think they got off scot-free, right? Now it's the Cabo 5. They're like, okay, well, as long as Desjardins stay quiet, which is true. If Desjardins stays quiet and says, they don't know anything, it was just me, they don't know anything, they actually might get off. However, there are charges that can be pressed under U.S. law, but there needs to be a link. There needs to be more than one link.
Yeah, that's my hope.
If they can prove that whatever happened to Shanquella, or even get a suspicion that whatever happened to Shanquella started on U.S. soil, this is even down to an argument or whatever in the airport, but something more serious, something more sinister, the way that death is so heavy. Whatever happened, if it transferred down to Mexico and came to an end, then they can be persecuted by the FBI, by local officials, by everything. We don't have to wait for Mexico, since there's no warrants out for those other people, and the FBI is investigating it. We don't have to wait for Desjardins to go down for those other people to be brought up on charges. Again, the FBI is investigating it. When you are being investigated by the FBI, they are looking to bring up charges because you're being investigated by the FBI. But let's see if that can actually happen. You guys, reach out, tag the president, vice president, our side, Mexico, Department of State.
Yeah.
Do what we can.
And I had posted in our community tab that there was a petition that they're sending out to the FBI. If y'all check it out, it's in the community tab, and it's by one of the subscribers one of the content creators that we've been watching his videos. The one I dedicated to you, Jen Juice, a petition that's going to the FBI.
Not let the story die, but the more we look into the story, the more we have to see that we were just dealing with some cold-hearted people. I want to call them narcissists. I don't know enough about them too, but we can agree we are dealing with some cold-hearted people.
Yes.
Anyway, my little, listen. I'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah, thank you, Tessa. Beautiful, and we always appreciate. Shout out to Tessa Tales. We thank her so much for her contribution. She really helps us out a lot over here. See, this was a coordinated unaliving. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Yeah. So true, so true, so true. Baby Six Sis says that is Anessa's hand holding that phone in the video. Winter is much lighter. Baby Sis, you was here last night too, right? We had saw that one video twice, and I don't think we was able to prove who hand that was. Because we, the fingernails was just kind of we see on the side. So I'm not sure. I was still lost. We saw it twice, and I didn't get any more clarification on it than from the first time. JP6 says, I would have stayed. The family deserved that. Wow, that's deep. Yes, this whole thing is deep. Deep, 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 deep. The truth will set it all right. Yes. So we just have to be patient and wait for this truth to come out. For the truth to come out. And yes. Okay, so let me just get a few more of these here comments, and then we're going to be off to our second video. Courtney, if you in the chat still, drop again the name of the one video that you were talking about. Did I write it down? I don't remember if I wrote it down here or not. We saw Sleuth Lucy. That was last night. Otherwise, our next one is going to be a real quick update from, who's this one from? Oh no, we just saw that. Maybe this is it here.
Today, I got sent.
Oh no, we saw this one yesterday too. All right, let me just finish these little questions over here before I get too far behind on this here chat. Let's see. Ty Lieber says the church skates right by the abuse. Yeah, and we were saying that they didn't even make a statement, offer any condolences, nothing. The case is giving me How to Get Away with Murder vibes with Annalise Keating. Yeah, and remember how we were saying when we got the information how Mexico is partial to the transgenders, and that they are number 5 with the femicides, and they're not prosecuting their people. It's a poor country with limited resources. So I'm just, like I said, I'm hoping that, the FBI's case is going to be successful. And see, Randall says, I have dreams, very vivid dreams. Randall Robinson is right. Did I miss something there? Yes. These dark theories are sounding believable. Yeah. Let's get 60 likes. Thank you, Jen Juice. I hadn't even seen what I'm looking like over there. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, appreciate that. I love your hair, Jen. I'm sorry, Ty Lieber. Ty Lieber. Yeah. Let's see. Bougie Barbie says Nancy said Nancy believes the 6 are hiding in North Carolina or something like that. She did say that. And I think this is it. No, this is what we already just saw that there too. Well, then if that's that, then what is this? Okay, I'm just going to grab this one here because basically we pretty much can just grab any one of these and go from there. All right, yeah, this is the gentleman that has the petition that's going to the FBI. Okay, no, we saw this one though yesterday. All right, so I'm just going to check out this here, Dr. Blue. I got my box open here. I better check it out on the YouTuber. Dr. Blue's theory that that Shanquella is the daughter of the sister and the mother is the grandmother. Let's see. Let's see how that's going to work out to be. So I don't see anything for no Dr. Blue. Maybe I'm in the wrong spot looking for him. Go up here one more last time here. And let's see, Dr. Blue. Okay, here we go. This might be interesting. All right, let's hold up. Okay. Well, okay, this one, that might be too long though. Let's see if Dr. Blue has some smaller clips in this here repertoire. We're not going to do no 3-hour video here. All right. But thank you so much for that offering there. See here, Gin Juice is exactly right there. I've heard of families doing that with young mothers. Yeah, that's what I was saying too, especially like in the South too, when it wasn't that uncommon that, young girls were, getting knocked up by older people and that the mother would take over, the baby so the young girl could, still have a life, Gin Juice says, Shiloh Baptist Church in Greenburg, North Carolina, in case anybody wants to go for Sunday service. Yeah, that's the church of the mother of Elise. All right. Hey, Rebecca, what's going on? And you can't hear me? Uh-oh. My bad. All right, so let's go ahead and get our next video right here in the queue here for our next video, which is the Black CEO Media. That's our guy. And this one here is, oh no, I got the wrong ones, y'all. Let me just go ahead and get some more questions over here, and then we will drop the link here in case anybody got some questions or they want to make a comment. Y'all could click the link and come up while I try and find the video that I wanted to show you because I've lost it. So that's that there. And what I could do, I just go on over here to YouTube and click recent stuff, update, and then we'll just maybe pick one from our main go-to people. Look at there's me right there live. And trying to find something that's, kind of brief, just a little bit, not too long, and from one of our reliable people that we've used in the past before. Let's do that. And then got some more questions over here. Oh, I didn't read this. Sorry. Cecilia Jackson. Hello and welcome, Cecilia. God had a Judas. What makes you better? What? I'm lost on that one. There's a former federal agent who explains the process of extradition on his channel, including the Shanquella case. Oh, yeah? Let's see here. Who is that? In God's time, when they're least expected, God will get his justice for his children. Yes, so true. Thank you, Ty Lieber. I see you there asking for some more. What we haven't heard from is the receivers of the footage. They will be subpoenaed as well. Yes, right. There we go with our copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances is made for fair use for the purpose such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, education, and research. And thank y'all so much for this. Oh, we didn't do the Chronicle Speaks.
No, No matter how old you are.
Ernie Williams says, God hates the hands that shed innocent blood according to his word. Yes. Oh, here's a new person here. Justice for Shanquella, James Downs. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We all appreciate that. And thank y'all so much for the 16 likes. And we just moving quite along here. Shanquella, you will get justice. Rest in peace. Thank you, Cecilia. Appreciate your passion. What's up, Ken? How you doing? See, Baby Sis said, I saw another channel who picked it apart from a different angle. You can see the French manicure on the nails. I can't recall the channel, but I sure did see it. The French manicure on those nails. Yeah, because who was that? We was watching Hell of a Chick last night. Who was the other one? Esquire. Somebody we watch. Back. Let's just go back to Hell of a Chick. And let's see here. Yeah, because here's something new too. Good. And this one's nice and short. I like her stuff. Short and sweet. And okay, we got a few from her. Here we go. Thank you, Hell of a Chick. Thank you so much for your contributions. I like your bite-sized morsels that you do here. Jinju says Dejanay, Malik, Winter, Kylie are in some gang. You think they in a gang? Let's see here. All right, so here's our next video from Hell of a Chick. And this one here is the North Carolina governor finally speaks on the Shanquella Robinson case.
She's so fine. Hell blows my mind.
Hey, Jutero, welcome.
What's good, guys? Today is Monday, December the 19th, 2022. This video, as you can tell, will be regarding the Shanquella Robinson case. And specifically, I just wanted to highlight that it took this long from October the 29th
oh, yeah, we saw this one
of
yesterday.
2022 to roughly 3 days ago for the governor of North Carolina to finally comment on
Look
this.
at that fake smile. 49 days. And I think somebody clarified that it's the, so you're saying the lieutenant governor is the one that's connected with Elise family?
So let's take a look at what he says. Now, this story is coming from WSOC TV 9, and it says, North Carolina governor hopeful feds will solve Shanquella Robinson's death.
Wow.
All right. It was wrote by Joe Bruno, who is with WSOC TV. And it came out on the 16th of December, so 3 days ago.
Wow.
Governor Roy Cooper said this past Friday, that his thoughts are with the family of a Charlotte woman who died in late October while on vacation with friends in Mexico.
Wow.
Governor Cooper said he was hopeful the FBI will solve the case of Shanquella Robinson's mysterious death and find out what happened. Quote, not knowing really what happened to your loved one, that has to be a cause of great concern, Governor Cooper told Channel 9 reporter Joe Bruno in Raleigh. And I am hopeful federal officials and the FBI can work together to find out what happened to her. It goes on to say investigators in Mexico say an arrest warrant has been issued in the case, but no suspect was named. No one has been apprehended. All right. Now that's coming from, like I said, WSOC TV 9 out of North Carolina. The governor, all he has to say about this atrocious crime that happened to one of his natives from North Carolina is that he's hopeful the feds will solve the case. Are you kidding me? I don't know.
YouTube kicked you out for a second time. I'm back now. What they kicking you out for? I hope nobody's in here kicking people out the chat and stuff like that. That's not how we do, y'all. You know, if people make comments in here that we not digging, you know, we're not kicking anybody out of the chat. That's not how we get down.
I don't know who this governor's PR person is, but it is pathetic And they should really have their job looked at, because this governor should have been all over this case. He personally himself should have been the one pushing for justice in this case. But instead, this is what we're left with.
At the rally, something.
He's just now commenting on this case from October. That tells you that this case is of no great concern to him.
Wow.
So, yet again, the public officials have failed Shanquella Robinson in this case, as they have failed Minty before her.
Yep.
And I just wanted to bring this story to the channel because I am disgusted that this is all this governor has to say about this case.
Yeah.
And I'm going to end the video on that note. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you, hell of a chick. So let's see here. The second one is this one right here, which is Villa Linda 32 is available to rent again. So this is the place where they were staying at. And they didn't, you know, got it cleaned up and ready for the next
If you
guest.
are type 2 and
They got it ready for the next guest already. You know, next. Life goes on. That's how they show the people. Anyway, let's see here. Cecilia says, I want you guys to keep this alive. Shout out to you. God is your only friend. Look at the world. Thank you so much. You know, and that's what we've been doing here too, trying to keep it together. But you see, we got sometimes, you know, they were saying this whole kicking the people out of this, the stream, shutting folks down, shadow banning, all this stuff, because apparently they're not wanting for this to continue on. They want us to be quiet. So it's definitely a challenge to stay focused and to continue to talk about this when they're making it, you know, difficult and stuff like that. So let's see. Thank y'all so much too for all love and support. And Baby Sis says, excuse me, Governor, but we know what happened to Shanquella and we know who did it. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. And Bougie Barb says, no, nobody here did it. Something YouTube disconnects. Nobody here did it. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, they did. They cut my stream yesterday. I was doing the stream and went black and they kicked it out and all that good stuff. Boycott Mexico. Yeah, you know, we was talking about that last week, you know, hit them in the pockets where it hurts at, you know, so we may have to start to really consider that, right? Since they think we playing, or they playing rather. All right, so here we go. We're about to check out this one here.
She's so fine. Hello, blows my mind. Hello, nice.
All right. Perfect. What about your friend?
Okay, guys. Today is Tuesday, December the 20th, 2022.
And we finally on
This
time.
video, as you can tell, will be regarding the Shanquella Robinson case. And specifically, I wanted to bring the latest information from Metropoli's website.
Okay.
Which is the organization
Yep.
that the journalist Gerardo Zuniga works for.
Yeah, so we're supposed to watch the lead attorney too.
They have released a new article last night, and I wanted to just go ahead and bring this to the channel. So let's get into this.
All right.
Now, like I said, this did come out on December the 19th, which was yesterday. The condo where Shanquella was murdered is now back as a rental. All right. The condo, marked with the number 32 of the Cabo Villas complex, is now available for rent by the development of Puerto Las Cabos after the tragic murder of the young Shanquella Robinson, which occurred on October the 29th of 2022. On the resort's website, Linda 32 reappeared on the list of available condominiums, priced at $1,145 a night. The villa, according to the website, has 5 rooms with 4 king and 4 single beds. The 6,049 square foot condominium has the capacity to house 12 people and also has 5.5 bathrooms, swimming pool, jacuzzi, living room, indoor and outdoor dining room, as well as a gym, movie theater, and wine cellar. And here's the kicker. No notice to potential customers about Shanquella Robinson's crime was placed in the condominium information. And so here it is. And it's on the Isle Blue website, the Luxury Villa Company, Linda 32, Los Cabos.
Wow.
And it is starting at $14.95 a night. And everything that was said in the article does check out. I checked all that. And there is no mention of Shanquella Robinson anywhere on here. So let's get into this. So after 52 days, this condo is now back on the listing list. So if you aren't in the loop of what's going on in the world, if you've been hiding under a rock and you haven't heard about Shanquella Robinson, you would have no idea that anything happened in October in this condominium. And that just kind of blows my mind, to be quite honest with you. But I guess it blows my mind even further that they waited this long to put it on there, because I figured they would throw it right back on there.
Yeah.
So what this tells me personally is that they have done all the investigating they're going to do in Villa Linda 32. Now, they're done with that. So they should have more than enough evidence to do something in this case. So what is the problem? What is the holdup?
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring this story to the channel to let you guys know that this villa is available for rent now. And I'm going to keep on bringing the information regarding this case because I want justice for Shanquella.
Yeah.
So I hope everyone has a great day, and thanks for watching.
Thanks again, Hell of a Chick. Appreciate that. Wow. So that's a pretty good amount of time for it to be, off the market. They're not making any money on it. I feel, how long or, should they wait for it? See, Courtney says the video I had watched earlier, they had already rented out the villa. They were staying in and on the website. They never once did mention what took place there. Wow. Super sad. And June Otero, okay. If this is what her generation is doing, I hate to see the generation after her. So sad. Yeah. Jinju says, I love to travel alone to beautiful countries, especially tropical countries, since I was 19 and I'm now 34. If I go with anyone, it's either mama, because she won't murder me and leave me in the villa. Oh. And you too, mama, won't do it either. I won't do it either. Wow. I wouldn't expect them to potentially paying Quest about a homicide there. I wouldn't expect them to tell potential paying guests about a homicide there. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not faulting the villa for, wanting to put their unit back on the market. People still have, it's a business. People are still trying to make a business. I get it. I get it. Let's see here. Let's see. All of us want justice for Shanquella Robinson family. Yes, we do. We do here. All right. Mama J says, hello, sis. Thank you for bringing the story. Blessing. Thank you so much, Mama J, and welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Really appreciate all the new subscribers. And again, I was just saying today, I met the obligation, the requirements for the monetization, and you guys helped me to get this channel monetized in less than a month. So I'm super, super duper excited about that. And thank everybody for all the super chats that I've, been getting since I just got the button, put out there. It's been very emotional for me. I feel really accomplished and accomplished and proud that we doing this. We really building a community, and that most people are here to help. Most people are here to get healing and to change our mindset so we could bring peace and understanding to this situation here. This situation that is common, that we found that this is some commonplace stuff that people are doing this, and that the next day after Shanquella, that there was already another case very similar, where they used the same little cookie cutter explanation of the alcohol intoxication. So it just let us know that this kind of taking people to another country to do this dirty work is something that people been doing. It's nothing new. And Bougie Barbie says that Jen Juice, YouTube sis won't do it either, but I will drink a drink with an umbrella in it with you. I'm down for that too. Yeah, I'm going to Colombia next month to visit my oldest son, who happens to be a passport bro. So I'm going to go over there, and that way I'll let y'all know if we need to be considering being passport hoes, passport bros and hoes, getting up out of here and finding love on the other side of the world. You see, Courtney said, we should start our own rally. Okay. You head it up, Courtney. I like how you, your spark, your passion, your motivation to get these things organized, organized. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. Like I said, this was new. I wasn't expecting this to happen. I was just getting on the panel, speaking my mind on the Shanquella Robinson case on the lead attorney's show. I wasn't expecting or knowing that, people were going to want me to continue to put my voice out there. So, this is me learning, as I go. And the email that's attached to this YouTube channel was not the email that I was giving y'all. So I just realized that. Anyway, so that's why I'm kind of late with the emails and stuff like that. I'm just getting that one tuned in to be able to get the notifications and all that stuff. So Rebecca says, we are going to support your channel. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate all the love and support, and these new subscribers and everybody over here really supporting the chat too. Mama J says, black on black crime is not important to government law. It is great that you and others are using the media platform. Thank you. Yeah. And, it is true. And, we first started off talking about, injustice for Black women and stuff like that. And we're talking about the Black femicide and all that. And then we start finding out that our Black men are being hurt and wounded and damaged in ways too, with, this depression and all that stuff. When we had our brother Stephen Twitch Boss, with some suspicion behind his passing. Some people are saying that, they don't believe it was self-deletion, and there's just, it's questionable, right? Since we know some of the signs and symptoms of somebody who is considering that he didn't have any of those. And then again, we see another Black person that's gone, and, again, do Black lives matter? Do Black women's lives matter? Does life matter, right? Bougie Barbie, cheers. All right, passport. Passport, you're gonna be a passport hole with me? Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know too. I'm gonna go live from there too. And yeah, because he's out there living it up, right? People are doing that too. Now that we're doing things remotely, able to go experience and explore life too, and live it up. So let's see here, come up with our next short video if there's some new updates here. YouTube just sent me something. Everybody still with me? Making sure I ain't breaking no rules here. So yeah, so sometimes be super sensitive with with the information when we're sharing it and stuff like that. All right, so here is something. This one's short, and this is from a good Willie D. We like him, and this one's nice and short too. So let's cue up our next video from Willie D. It's from today, and this one is entitled "They Did Some Bodily Harm to Her." Shanquella Robinson's father describes her body in the casket. This one's gonna be a heavy one, y'all. All right, here we go.
Shanquella Robinson's father, Bernard Robinson, described the moment he saw his deceased daughter inside of her casket. He said he knew that they had did her some bodily harm. The man said that all he wants is justice, and he wants the people who killed her held accountable. This so-called Cabo 6, which is a term that he coined in relation to the 6 so-called friends who she was with in Mexico, who was present when she was murdered. At least one murdered her, and at least the rest of them were watching and egging her on.
Yeah.
Especially the so-called friend, the guy friend who was filming. This uncivilized mutt is watching somebody, a so-called friend, get beat to death.
Yeah.
And all he can say is,
can you at least fight back?
Quella, fight back. Fight back.
Wow.
Ooh, man. Well, those things, we overlook these type of things, these warnings when we're young, right? Our parents tell us, watch the company you keep. You gotta pick your friends like fruit very carefully. But our parents talk to us so much, a lot of times stuff go in one ear and out the other. And then when we find ourselves like right in the midst of that crisis, we start thinking about what our parents said. Youngsters, take note. I promise you, there'll come a time when you have that moment of clarity and you think back to what your parents told you. You wasn't trying to hear it. This girl was murdered by so-called friends. It's anybody's guess what's taking so long for the FBI to swoop in and make an arrest, because Mexican authorities have already issued a murder warrant for the arrest of the person that they believe who is responsible for murdering Shanquella. So what's the holdup?
Yeah, what is the holdup?
What is the holdup, DOJ? What's the holdup, FBI? Y'all know who did it? It's like people over there sitting on their hands. This girl needs justice. Her family needs justice.
Yeah.
The people who did this, the uncivilized mutts who did this, every single one of them, even if they didn't lay hands on her, they watched it.
Yep.
So at the
and
very
lied
least,
about it
they're accomplices.
afterwards.
Because they also tried to cover it up. Remember, fam?
Yep.
They went and told that girl mama to her face, somebody whose house they'd been inside her before.
Broke bread.
Told that girl mama to her face that she died of alcohol poisoning when they knew they had murdered that girl. Then next thing you know, somebody called and tell the mom that nah, they were over there fighting on her. And then the video comes out showing a naked Shanquella not fighting, but being beaten to death. Now, fam, it's time for some justice. So her father, Bernard, said that when he saw her body, he said that, he opened the casket And, he saw the body. And when he saw that knot and that cut on her lip, he knew that they had did something to his daughter. He knew that they had caused her bodily harm. And this doesn't take Sherlock Holmes to solve. What's the holdup? What would have been real cool is if when they brought Brittany Griner home, they sent that other fool away. And the others. All 6 of them. They should all be extradited. And they should all do time.
We thank you, Willie D. Willie D Live for your contribution there. Let's see. Randall Robinson, I've been listening to Willie D and the Ghetto Boys since 1988. Okay, I just my first time to hear about him. Recently, within the last few weeks here, we've listened to a few of his videos. Okay, so it's good to know he has been around for a while. Yes, deep. All right, the DOJ is the holdup. Mexico issued the warrant quick enough. But they only issued one, right? We were told that it was a arrest warrant issue, like it was just one. And let's see. Okay, I did that. Yeah. So where are the other ones at? That's what I'm saying. I think we should just keep talking to the FBI and get the justice here from our own people that we know. Well, don't even really know with America if we're gonna get some justice, but I don't know. I think we'll be more likely to get it if we, try to get them here. Let's see, is this the one? All right. So let's see. We've been going on for about 2 hours. I'm gonna see if I could find whose video was that? If I can see something a little shorter from Dr. Blue. The one video that you were talking about, it's like 2.5 hours long, and I don't know if I've got strength or the energy to go through it. And what I can do is maybe see if I can find some shorter clips and do better for y'all tomorrow. Let's see here. Baby Sis says, I'm a day one fan of the Ghetto Boys too. The rapper, the Ghetto Boys? Is that where I know him from? He looks familiar. You see, hey, what's up, Alicia? Is the sister really the mom or no? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I could get some information. This is my first time to hear of it. And so if someone, could put down some real facts, or like I said, take the time, listen to this Dr. Blue, but it'll have to be at the start of one of our next live, as opposed to, because it was a 2-hour episode, and maybe I can kind of fish through it tomorrow and find the part so we can skip to it and get some clarity on that too, because that is interesting, Alicia. I'd like to know that too. Let's see. Randall says Shanquella was attacked around 8 a.m. Yeah, we had saw someone's video. They were able to help us see how that was true by the where the sun was positioned and all that stuff too. Thank you, Randall, for sharing these updates with us too. Yes, ma'am. All right. Willie D is from the Ghetto Boys. Okay, because he looked familiar, right? But and the Ghetto Boys they had the one, I guess you're not supposed to say midget, but something Brunsky or something. I can't remember the names. Let's see here. Jinju says my next solo trip is January 30th to Tahiti for my birthday. No murderous friends invited. Love traveling alone. Have done 69 countries already so far. God is good. All right, cool. Yeah, I like, traveling by myself too. Yeah, but I feel you, Jinjuice. Yeah. Good. Enjoy yourself for on the January 30th. Okay. Yeah, my son's birthday is January 29th. So you an Aquarius too, huh? And then my daughter, she's February the 5th. So I had two Aquariuses. Look, Jen Juice. Alicia says, that's Willie D. Remember mine playing? Yeah, mine playing tricks. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, I did not know that. So good. Look at there. That was a nice little find. Dr. Blue videos are way too long. You won't find no short clips there. Oh, okay. Video Time. Thank you, Video Time. New name there. All right. Yeah, and I love getting the suggestions from you guys. You know, y'all really help out a lot with the suggestions and stuff like that. I hope they're checking text messages and other phone records. And yes, Brother Willie D is doing a great job. Yeah, I believe they are, because that one first video, I guess we can try to see if this Nancy voice tape is going to finish. It started to sound too commercially after a while, so that's why I had stopped it. But I'll just kind of finish it up. That way, when we get done here, we'll be all the way done. Man, that's it. It's already after 2 hours here, and we'll just set up again for tomorrow. So y'all saying y'all like this 10 o'clock time. We'll see tomorrow if we try to start maybe a little bit earlier. Let's try and see what happens with like 9:30 or something like that. Because yeah, because I'm starting to get a little sleepy here. So we'll start tomorrow at 9:30. And Courtney, I'm going to take a peek at my email, and we're going to get your story put out there. I sure thank you so much for all your tips too. January 23rd. Okay, look at there. The Aquariuses are in house, and the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Aquarius, I knew you were a second mama. I know, isn't that something? Yeah. A day away. So my fiance was an Aquarius. She passed away in 2016. I'm sorry to hear that, Randall. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, Aquarius are great people. Friendly, always friendly folks. Click like, everyone. Thank you, Video Time. Appreciate that. Let's see what the likes are like. Okay. So yeah, I'd like to thank everybody, all the new subscribers, everybody that continue to come back, and thank y'all so much for liking and subscribing. And again, take a peek at that petition in the community tab. It's a petition that's going to the FBI. More of us just saying justice for Shanquella, and that's all that's saying. So we know from the family that what we're doing here is powerful, and that they appreciate it, and want us to continue to lift our voices for justice for Shanquella. So thank y'all again, and love y'all, and see y'all tomorrow in another live video.